Hello everybody, I am Dr. Sergio Sanchez, Dr. Cubit, and I am here to talk about something happening right now in thousands of American homes. Picture this, it's 10 p.m. Mrs. Johnson from suburban Chicago is making burgers in the kitchen. Her 8-year-old son, Timmy, is quietly in his room. Mrs. Johnson thinks,
"What a well-behaved kid I have. He must be doing homework."
Mr. Johnson walked upstairs, opened the door, and surprise! Timmy isn't doing homework. He's glued to his iPad since 4 p.m., eyes red as tomatoes, watching videos from someone called The Destroyer, teaching him how to make bombs with fireworks.
Timmy, what are you watching?
Nothing, Mom. It's educational.
Welcome to Behind the Digital Curtain, the podcast where technology speaks human. I am Dr. Sergio Sanchez, aka Dr. Cubit, your guide to understanding what's going on with artificial intelligence, digital dangers, how to navigate this crazy world of digital lies and scams that seem straight out of science fiction movies. I will tell you how to protect yourself even if you don't like technology. And well, let's start with the show. Welcome to Behind the Digital Curtain. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Behind the Digital Curtain. Today we are talking about something that keeps all parents up at night. How do we protect our kids in the digital age without becoming the Tech Gestapo? The reality behind the screen. Look, I'm going to be straight with you. According to a 2024 study by Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, American kids spend an average of 7.5 hours daily in front of a screen. 7.5 hours. That's more time that they spend at school. It's more time that their parents spend working, no counting overtime. And here's the interesting part. The American Academy of Pediatrics report in 2023 that a child's brain doesn't finish developing until age 25. But the slowest developing part is the prefrontal cortex, which is like the brain's orchestra conductor. It what says,
"No, Timmy, it's not a good idea to stick your fingers in the outlet."
Or,
"No, don't send that photo to your friend. He will share it with the whole school."
and do you know what happens when you expose a developing brain to constant dopamine stimuli like those from TikTok, YouTube, or video games? It's like giving Red Bull to a hummingbird or coffee to a squirrel. The National Institute of Health study, called the ABCD study, which has been tracking 11,000 kids since 2018, has already found physical changes in the brain. Yes, physical changes. Like when your grandma told you your eyes will turn square from watching too much TV, but this time is real. Researchers found premature thinning of the brain cortex in children who spend more than 7 hours daily on screens. To help you understand, it's as the brain ages faster, like when you buy avocados at Whole Foods and 2 days later they are already brown. But wait, this gets worse. In 2023, there was a case in Seattle that made all the news. A 12-year-old girl, let's call her Emma, met a friend on Roblox who claimed to be 13 years old. After 3 months of chatting, this friend asked her to meet at a shopping mall. Emma's parents, who thought Roblox was just a game about building little houses, knew nothing. Fortunately, Emma told her older sister, who told her parents, "You know who this 13-year-old friend was?" Really was a 34-year-old man with a record of child abuse. The Seattle police arrested him thanks to the parents reporting in time. According to FBI data, in 2024, there was a 143% increase in reports related to digital grooming in the United States. 143%. And that's only what gets reported. Dr. Emma Sadeghi, a Stanford University researcher, estimates that only 10% of actual cases get reported. And speaking of digital dangers, I have a song for you. It's called The Millennial Parent, and is dedicated to all parents who grow up with a Nintendo and now have to deal with TikTok.
I grew up with Atari and Super Nintendo games. My mama would scold me if I played in excess. But now I'm the parent and I don't know what to do. My son's got an iPhone and I'm feeling so confused. He says he's studying online with his friends, but I see his screen and it's Fortnite without end. I take away his phone and he says that I'm cruel, that all his friends have their own YouTube channel too. I got the blues, the digital parent blues. Where did the manual go for raising kids like you? In my time it was easy, they'd send you out to play. But now they're playing with sexual predators all day. I put a password on the Wi-Fi, thought that would suffice, but the kid cracked it in less than 20 tries. Downloaded a VPN, I don't even know what that means, and now he's watching things that give me bad dreams. Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Discord too, YouTube, Twitch, Roblox, oh what to do? My head can't handle all these applications. I just want my son to have some protection. I got the blues, the digital parent blues. Between grooming and cyberbullying coming through. How do I protect my child without invading their privacy? I got the blues, blues of the digital age. See.
The numbers don't lie. All right, now let's get serious. And when I say serious, I mean pulling out the numbers, because numbers don't lie, although politicians insist they do. According to Common Sense Media, which conducted a 2024 study with over 1,600 families, found that 42% of 8 years old already have their own smartphone. 8 years old. At that age, I barely knew how to tie my shoelaces. 71% of teenagers check their phone within the first 10 minutes of waking up. They don't even go to the bathroom first. They go straight to the phone. And 54% of teens admit they spend too much time in their phones, but when they try to quit, they experience anxiety symptoms similar to a drug withdrawal. And now comes the truly concerning part. A 2023 University of California San Francisco study found that kids who spend more than 5 hours daily on social media are 2.7 times more likely to suffer depression, 3.1 times more likely to develop anxiety, and 2.3 times more likely to have a suicidal thought. These aren't numbers I made up drunk. These are data published by JAMA Pediatrics, one of the world's most respected medical journals. And here is what hurts me most. In 2022, Frances Haugen, former Facebook employee, leaked internal company documents that Facebook knew Instagram was toxic for teenage girls. Their own internal studies show that 32% of girls said that when they felt bad about their bodies, Instagram made them feel even worse. And Facebook, or Meta, or whatever they call themselves now, decide to do absolutely nothing. Why? Well, guess why? It makes them more money. It's like if Frito-Lay knew their chips cause heart attacks and decide to make them more addictive. Oh, wait, that actually happens. Now let's talk about something many parents are embarrassed to admit: cyberbullying. In the United States, according to Cyberbullying Research Center, 1 in 5 kids has suffered cyberbullying. And the worst part is that 60% of cases never get reported because kids are afraid they will get their phone taken away. In 2023, in Texas, a 15-year-old boy named Jake took his own life after his classmates created a WhatsApp app group to mock him. They shared edited photos, humiliating videos, tagged him in cruel memes. His parents knew nothing until it was too late. And that's why we are here in this episode. For Jake, for Emma from Seattle, for all the kids navigating a digital world without the proper life jacket. And now, a word from our imaginary sponsor.
Are you tired of your kid knowing more about technology than you? Do you panic every time your daughter says,
"Dad, I download a new app"?
do you feel like you need an MIT PhD to set up parental controls? Introducing Parental Panic, the app that protects your children 24/7. With Parental Panic, you can read all your kids' messages, even their deleted ones. See their location in real time with military precision. Block any app with less than 4.5 stars. Receive alerts when your kid types words like party, boyfriend, or permission. Side effects: children who never speak to you again. Family trust crisis. Your kid learning how to hack your phone in revenge. And the need for intensive family therapy. Parental Panic is not responsible for teenagers who move in with their grandparents because at least they trust me. Do not use if you value having a healthy relationship with your children. Consult your family therapist before using. Parental Panic is a fictional product created to demonstrate that extreme surveillance is not the solution. Trust and open communications are. If this ad seems like a good idea, please listen to the rest of the episode more carefully. Press click responsible.
Alright, I scared you enough. Now let me explain what is happening in your kid's brain when they use technology, because understanding the problem is the first step to solving it. Dr. Andrew Huberman, a Stanford University neuroscientist, explained in 2023 something fascinating. When a kid gets a like on Instagram or levels up in a video game, their brain releases dopamine. Dopamine is the pleasure chemical, the same one released when you eat buffalo wings or when your team scores in the 90 minute. But here is the trick, and pay attention because this is important. A child's brain produces dopamine in response to these notifications 3 to 5 times more than an adult's brain. It's like if we have a cup of coffee and they chug 3 Red Bulls. Dr. Nicholas Kardaras, author of Glow Kids and psychologist specialized in digital addiction, said clearly, screens are as addictive to kids as cocaine. And he doesn't mean it in a metaphorical way. MRI studies showed that the brain of a kid addicted to video games looked the same as the brain of a drug addict. Dr. Victoria Dunkley, in her book Reset Your Child's Brain, documents cases of kids who develop what she calls electronic screen syndrome, extreme irritability, attention problems, depression, and even violent behaviors, all caused by digital overstimulation. But not everything is negative. Here comes the good news. The brain is neuroplastic. What does that mean? That it can change, it can heal, it can reorganize. Dr. Dunkley reported that after 3 to 4 weeks of digital fasting, many of these symptoms disappear completely. It's like when you stop eating Doritos for a month and rediscover that real food actually has a flavor. Now let's talk about something many parents don't know: the impact on sleep. The blue light emitted by screens suppress the production of melatonin, the hormones that tell us it's time to sleep. A Harvard University study found that using electronic devices 2 hours before sleep reduced melatonin production by 55%. And for a developing child, sleep is critical. During deep sleep is when our brains consolidate memory, process emotions, and literally cleanses itself of toxins. A kid who doesn't sleep, well, is like a phone that never fully charged. The National Sleep Foundation recommends kids from 6 to 13 years old 9 to 11 hours of sleep. Teens from 14 to 17 years old 8 to 10 hours. And you know how many hours they actually sleep on average? 6.5 hours. We are letting them function at 50% battery. Dr. Jean Twigley, psychologist at San Diego State University, published in 2024 a study directly linking the increase of teen depression with the decrease in sleep hours caused by nighttime device use. And here comes the chilling fact. Since the iPhone came out in 2007, teen depression rates have increased 63%. Suicide attempts in girls aged 10 to 14 years old have increased 151%. 151%. These aren't just numbers on paper. They are Jake's, Emma's, Timmy's. They are our children. And now, to lighten the mood a bit, I have another song for you. This one is called The Ballad of the Disconnected Wi-Fi.
I'm gonna tell you folks a story of terror and dismay about a father who one evening made a choice that fateful day. Tired of seeing his son with his eyes glued to the phone, he turned off the Wi-Fi modem, left his kids all alone. The Wi-Fi went down, the internet was gone. The children screamed, Daddy, what have you done? How are we gonna live without YouTube or TikTok? This is torture, Dad, worse than being at juvie lock. The oldest boy was crying, the daughter couldn't believe. How am I gonna post my story? What will people think of me? The youngest started shaking, going in a full withdrawal. I can't watch PewDiePie, this violates the law. The father stood there firmly, we're eating dinner in peace. Talk about your day, about school and things at least. The children look confused now. Talk, what's that, Dad? We only know emojis, verbal language is a bygone fad. The Wi-Fi went down, it was civilization's end. The children learned to talk again. It was quite a trend. They discovered Mom and Dad also have a voice, and that real life exists, not on the third day without internet, something special came to pass. The children went out to the yard and started playing on the grass. They laughed with their siblings without needing to upload. And the father cried with joy. This was the real road. But the story doesn't end here with such a happy fate. Because on day 4 without Wi-Fi, the kids began to hate. They joined forces with the neighbors, formed a revolution squad, and threatened their father they'd move out. Oh my God. The Wi-Fi came back on the peace, went away too. But at least for 1 week, the family gotta renew. The morals clear as day, balance we must find. Cause Wi-Fi is necessary, but family's the tie that binds.
Real cases we must know. Alright, now we're going to talk about more real cases. And I know this will be difficult to hear, but it's necessary. As the saying goes, those who don't know the history are condemned to repeat it. And I will add, those who don't know digital dangers are condemned to have their kids fall into them. Case 1. The TikTok Challenge. In 2023, in Pennsylvania, an 11-year-old boy died attempting the blackout challenge from TikTok. This challenge consists in strangling yourself until you pass out. Why? To experience a rush to get likes. TikTok algorithms had been showing him these videos because the kid had watched a similar one out of curiosity. His parents didn't know their son had TikTok. They thought he only used the phone to play Minecraft. Case 2. The Sugar Daddy Scam. In 2024, in Los Angeles, a 16-year-old girl met a successful businessman on Instagram who offered her money in exchange for company. The girl, who came from a middle-class family but saw in social media the lifestyle of wealthy influencers, accepted. This businessman turned out to be a human trafficking ring. Cyber police rescued her 3 weeks later in Las Vegas. She had been forced into prostitution and threatened to publishing her photos if she tried to escape. Case 3. Sextortion. A 17-year-old in Arizona met a girl on Discord. After 2 months of chatting, she asked for intimate photos. He, believing he was in a relationship, sent them. Within 24 hours, he received a message. Send $5,000, we will publish your photos at your school. The kid, terrified his parents will find out, sold his Xbox, his phone, borrowed money from friends. He paid once. Then they asked for more and more. Finally, he tried to take his own life. He survived, and his parents support him. But they report the psychological trauma has been devastating. The girl in Discord was actually a criminal network operating from North Korea, specialized in minor sextortion. According to the FBI, in 2023, there were over 12,600 report cases on minors sextortion in the United States. The Internet Crime Complaint Center reports that losses from this type of crime exceed $86 million. And remember, this is only what gets reported. Case 4. Predators on gaming platforms. In 2024, Bloomberg published an investigation documenting over 400 cases of child sexual abuse that began on Roblox. The problem? Roblox allowed private chat between users. Predators create profiles that looks like they are kids, gain trust of actual minors, and eventually manipulate them to obtain personal information, photos, or even physical meetings. A mother in Florida discovered her 9-year-old son has been chatting for months with a game friend. who has asked for his home address and the schedule when his parents left for work. Why I'm telling you all this is not to scare you. Well, yes, a little bit. So you understand these aren't isolated cases. They are symptoms of a systemic problem. We put extraordinary powerful tools in the hands of children whose brains aren't yet equipped to handle them, without giving either them or their parents proper training. It's like giving someone the keys of a Ferrari when they just learned to ride a bike and telling them, good luck. And now, another message from our imaginary sponsor.
Is your child stressed by social media? Does your daughter suffer anxiety from Instagram's likes? Do your kids compare their lives to millionaires' influencers? Introducing Tech Retreat, the first digital detox spa for minors. At Tech your kids will learn to have a face-to-face conversation without checking the phone every 3 minutes, to enjoy a sunset without needing to upload it to Instagram, to read a complete book without the need to scroll, to play real soccer, no FIFA on Xbox. Our facilities feature Wi-Fi free gardens, libraries with real paper books, and therapies specialized in TikTok withdrawal syndrome. Side effects may include teenagers who actually enjoy family company, kids who knows how to be bored in a healthy way, and rediscovering the world beyond the screen. You also may experience symptoms of child who talks to you, daughter who shares her feelings, and in extreme cases, family that dines together without devices. TechSend is a fictional service because the solution isn't to isolate your kids from the digital world, but to teach them to navigate safely. If the concept of a digital detox spa seems necessary, maybe the problem isn't the screen, but how we are using them as a family. Technology is not the enemy. Lack of limits and education is. Press click responsible.
And now in our section of Do-It-Yourself, the Practical Digital Protection Guide. Alright, I scared you, I sounded you, and I even give you depressing statistics. Now comes the good part. What the heck do we do about it? I'm going to give you a practical guide, step by step, that you can implement today. You don't need to be a system engineer. You don't need to hack NASA. You just need time, patience, and remember that you are the adult in this relationship. Step 1. The family digital contract. Sit down with your kids, not on your kids, and create together a technology use contract. Yes, you hear it right. Together, because if it's imposed like a dictator, they will sabotage like revolutionaries. The contract should include usage time. For example, no devices after 9 p.m. Tech-free places, dining table, bedrooms. Type of allowed content by age. Clear consequences if rules are broken. And this is the key. The same rules apply to everyone, including parents. You cannot forbid your kids to use the phone at dinner if you are checking Facebook at that time too. Step 2. Parental control setup. Here comes the technical part, but I will make it easy. For your iPhone or iPad, go to Settings, Screen Time, Enable Share Across Devices. Set downtime, for example, from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. Limit specific apps. You can give 1 hour of TikTok, 30 minutes of games, etc., etc. In content and privacy restrictions, block explicit content, in-app purchases, account changes, so they can deactivate all this. For Android, download Google Family Link. It's free. Create a supervised account for your child. Set time limits per app. Activate content filters. Review activity history weekly. For computers, on Windows, use Microsoft Family Safety. On a Mac, use screen time and parental controls. Step 3. Social media privacy setup. Now, sit down with your kids and configure each social network together. TikTok, go to Privacy, Private Account, and turn it on. Privacy, who can view your videos? Friends only. Privacy, who can send you messages? Friends only. Safety, restricted mode on. Screen time, daily limit. Maximum 60 minutes for under 16 years olds. Instagram, settings, privacy, private account. Settings, privacy, messages, only people you follow. Settings, account, sensitive content, limit even more. Turn off location in photos. For Roblox, go to settings, privacy, who can message me? Friends only. Settings, privacy, who can chat with me? Friends only. Check who are the friends on the list of your kid Roblox. Set up a parental PIN so they can change this. Step 4. The golden screen rule. Implement this rule based on American Academy of Pediatrics recommendations. Under 2 years old, 0 screen time, except video calls with family. From 2 to 5 years old, maximum 1 hour daily of quality education content, always with an adult. From 6 to 12 years old, maximum 2 hours daily of screen entertainment. From 13 to 17 years old, and this is the hard part, maximum 3 hours daily, no counting schoolwork. And here is the trick. 1 hour before sleep, everything turns off. Wi-Fi, phones, TV, everything. This is non-negotiable. Step 5. Sacred zones and times. Establish 3 sacred device-free zones. The dining table, all meals are tech-free. Put out a basket, everyone leaves their phones there, even you parents. Bedrooms, devices stay outside. Use real alarm clocks, no phones. In the car, family trips are for talking or listening to music together, not for everyone to be in their digital bubble. Step 6. Connect digitally with your kids. This is counterintuitive, I know, but hear me out. Instead of just telling them, get off your phone, occasionally ask them, what videos do you find funny? Show me. What levels are you in your game? Explain how it works. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Why? Because you need to understand their digital world to protect them. It's like when your parents learn about drugs to warn you about them. Step 7. The difficult conversation. You have to talk, even if it's uncomfortable, about sexting. Explain that any photo they send can end up all over school, actually all over the internet. Show them real cases of how this ruins lives. Grooming. Teach them the warning signs. Someone who asks them to keep their friendship secret. Someone who quickly wants to be their best friend. Someone who gives them gifts or offers them things. Someone who asks for photos of personal information. Someone who wants to meet them in person. Cyberbullying. Make it clear they can come to you without fear of getting their phone taken away. Fear of punishment silence them. Inappropriate content. It will happen. At some point, they will see pornography, violence, or disturbing content. The question isn't if, but when. Prepare them in advance so they know what to do. Close, don't share, and tell you. Step 8. Weekly review. Every week, sit down with your kids and review how much time did they spend on each app. Who did they interact with? Are there new followers or friends they don't know? How did they feel after using social media? Don't go like a police interrogation. Do it as a real conversation and listen without judging. Step 9. Model the behavior you want to see. Your kids don't do what you say, they do what you do. If you are glued to your phone all day, they will be too. If you prefer scrolling Facebook instead of playing with them, they will learn screens are more important than people. Step 10. Emergency plan. Have a clear plan for emergencies. If they receive threats, don't delete anything. Take screenshots. Report to cyber police, the FBI's IC3 website. If they are being extorted, don't pay. Report immediately. If they are being harassed, block, report, document everything. If they are viewing disturbing content, talk, don't punish. And there is the most important step of all. Step 11. Remind them they are unconditionally loved. Let them know that no matter what mistake they make online, no matter what trouble they get into, you are there for them. That the biggest fear shouldn't be your punishment, but not having your support. Because at the end, the best protection isn't parental control software. It's a trusting relationship where your kids know they can come to you with anything. If you follow these 11 steps, your kids will be safer and healthier. Ladies and gentlemen, fathers and mothers, we reach the end of this episode. And I know it may seem overwhelming. I know it may seem like technology is the enemy. And the only solution is to go back to the cave era, where the only social network was yelling from cave to cave. But it's not like that. Technology is not the problem. Technology is an extraordinary tool that has connected the world, democratized knowledge, giving voice to those who didn't have it. The problem is we gave the tool to our children without an instruction manual, without teaching them to use it safely, without clear limits, without adequate supervision. Imagine giving an 8-year-old the keys of a car and telling them, "Go for a drive, but be careful, okay?" That is what we are doing with their smartphones. The good news is we're still on time. We can still change things. We can teach our children to navigate the digital world safely, critically, and healthily. But it requires effort. It requires being present. It requires that we adults also learn and change our habits. Remember, it's not about banning technology. It's about teaching how to use it wisely. Jake from Texas, Emma from Seattle, the kid from Pennsylvania, the teenager from Arizona. Their stories don't have to repeat. We can learn from them. We can protect our children without isolating them from the world. This has been Behind the Digital Curtain. I'm Dr. Sergio Sanchez, Dr. Qubit for you. If this episode helped you, share with others, share with your parents, share with your grandparents. If you have any questions, write to me. And above all, tonight, when you get home, don't check your phone first. Hug your kids first. We will hear each other next episode. Meanwhile, take care of your kids, and remember, the best antivirus for your children doesn't come in an app. It's come from the form of quality time, honest conversation, and unconditional love. Until next time, friend, and may technology be with you, but never replace you. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. If you enjoy it, please share with someone you want to protect and help navigate this technological world. And if you have questions, anecdotes, or stories you would like to share, write me at behindthedigitalcurtainpodcast@gmail.com. I'll be waiting for you next week for another episode of Behind the Digital Curtain, the place where technology is spoken in human language. See you later.